Hi everybody! Today I'm here with my dog Tank. Say hi, Tank. And we're going to read one of our favorite stories today. This book is called Lazy Ozzy, and it was written by Coleman, and the pictures were made by Gwyneth Williamson. Remember, the author writes the words, the illustrator draws the pictures. I'm excited to share this with you today. It's one of my very favorite stories. Ozzy was a very lazy owl. "It's time you learned to fly," said Mother Owl one day. But Ozzy said, "Oh, do I have to?" He didn't want to learn to fly. All that wing flapping looked like too much hard work. Ozzy's favorite thing to do was to sit around. "I'm practicing being wise," he said. "Well, I want you to fly," said his mother sternly. "Now I'm going to look out for some food, and if you are wise, you will be on the ground by the time I get back." Ozzy thought hard. If he was wise, then he should be able to think of a way of getting down to the ground without flying. Suddenly, he noticed the horse who lived in their barn. The horse's head came up almost as high as the beam Ozzy was sitting on. Ozzy had an idea. "Help! Help!" he yelled. "What's the matter?" asked the high horse. "It's an emergency!" cried Ozzy, jumping onto the high horse's back. "Take me to the milk shed." So the high horse took Ozzy to the milk shed. In the milk shed, there lived a cow who wasn't quite as high as the high horse. "It's an emergency!" cried Ozzy, jumping onto the not quite so high cow's back. "Take me to the pigsty." So the high horse and the not quite so high cow took Ozzy to the pigsty. In the pigsty there lived a pig. The pig wasn't as tall as the not quite so high cow, but he was a big pig. "It's an emergency!" cried Ozzy, jumping onto the big pig's back. "Take me to the barnyard." So the high horse, the not quite so high cow, and the big pig took Ozzy to the barnyard. In the barnyard, there lived a sheepdog. The sheepdog wasn't as tall as the big pig. He was a short sheepdog. "It's an emergency!" cried Ozzy, jumping onto the short sheepdog's back. "Take me to the pasture." So the high horse, the not quite so high cow, the big pig, and the short sheepdog took Ozzy to the pasture. In the pasture, there lived a lamb. The lamb wasn't as tall as the short sheepdog. She was a little lamb. "It's an emergency!" cried Ozzy, jumping onto the little lamb's back. "Take me to the duck pond." So the high horse, the not quite so high cow, the big pig, the short sheepdog, and the little lamb took Ozzy to the duck pond. In the duck pond, there lived a duck. The duck wasn't as tall as the little lamb. He was a dinky duck. "It's an emergency!" cried Ozzy, jumping onto the dinky duck's back. "Take me to the barn." So the high horse, the not quite so high cow, the big pig, the short sheepdog, the little lamb, and the dinky duck took Ozzy back to the barn. As soon as they got there, Ozzy hopped down to the ground from the dinky duck's back. He'd done it! "Now that's what you call being wise," he told himself. "So what's the emergency?" asked the high horse. "Oh," said Ozzy, "I was only kidding. Wasn't that fun?" The high horse, the not quite so high cow, the big pig, the short sheepdog, the little lamb, and the dinky duck weren't amused. They went away grumbling. But Ozzy was happy. His plan had worked. He was pretty wise already.
I flew all the way down,
he said proudly to his mother when she came back. Mother Owl gave him a big smile. That's wonderful, she said. Ozzy thought she was pleased with him. But he didn't know that she'd been watching the whole time. Now, let me see you fly back up again, said Mother Owl. And that is the end of the story of Lazy Ozzy. Hope y'all loved it. Keep tuned to our YouTube channel because more of our teachers and friends are going to be posting read-alouds and fun games and songs soon. Thanks so much. Love y'all.